Okay, the next movie is a genuine documentary. This is John Candy, I Like Me, which was directed by Colin Hanks, actor and son of Tom Hanks. Is now obviously branching into making his own films. His dad's in this, talking about John as well, because he starred with him in Splash, of course. So it's basically a retrospective on the life of actor and comedian John Candy. Beloved actor and comedian John Candy. I, for one, absolutely adore him, always have, love his films. Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, two of my favourite films of all time, never tire of watching them. So you've got people talking about him like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Steve Martin, Catherine O'Hara, all these great people that have worked with him over the years. Eugene Levy was another one he came up with, as I've already mentioned, Tom Hanks. And loads of footage from TV and film and interviews he did over the years. Interesting stuff about his life that you may never have known. Is he did all that stuff with the sports teams and helping people out a lot. He was a very generous guy by all accounts. You got his son in there talking about him. You got this idea that his father died when he was young because he had a massive heart attack. He's obviously a very big guy as well. Ultimately, that's what ended up happening to Candy. So you've got Candy's son in there talking about it. So it does really pull some emotional weight in when they're talking about his life story as well. Really well put together piece. Had some hilarious stuff in there I'd never seen before. Some of that stuff from the early television show he did. What was it called? SCTV, which is kind of like the Canadian Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Second City Television. Yeah,
oh my God, some of that was hilarious. They did that one about the coward. The yellow belly, the coward, and he shoots the kid in the back and then shoots his mother. Oh, I was creased over with that.
It's the funniest thing.
It was great, wasn't it? Just for that one little clip, I thought, oh my God, that is so funny. But quite an emotional journey. He had his daughter, I think, in there as well, talking about him and his son, as I mentioned. Powerful stuff. He's so beloved. He's just one of those guys, you can't pin anything bad on him. He never did anything bad. He was just a super straight up nice guy that everybody loved. And, why not have a celebratory documentary made about him? Long overdue, probably, but I thought it was great.
Yeah, so do I, and he's one of my favourites as well. I absolutely adore him. He was so much. I mean, he was almost him in everything he was in. He was a personality, right? Yeah. And he was so shining of like just fun and love and life. So it's hard to watch actually in some ways when you see something like this, is like how much he was struggling, the alcoholism and all kinds of drugs and stuff like this going on in the background, and how much he was struggling with that concept of his father and his own mortality, and the people trying to say things to him to help him and say do this or do that or whatever, and him not really engaging with that until the very end, and it was perhaps too late. Which was a real shame. But it was lovely to see all, kind of the home video footage, all the stuff we'd never seen before, archive footage and stuff. It was nice to see. I did love all the kind of like the disdain he had for the press and the Hollywood machine, especially their kind of always picking on him for his weight and stuff like that, and him just being like, in a very polite way.
That's the thing. He might have had disdain for him, but he never really showed it, did he?
Yeah.
He was always such a nice, lovely guy, even in the face of that kind of, stupid mentioning of his weight and things like that. It's like he handled it with grace and as a gentleman.
And all the celebrities turned up for this one who all loved him. All the people who worked with him.
Oh yeah. Years.
And it was nice to hear all them stories, obviously to revisit his catalogue of films, some of the best films ever, really. Plane, Trains and Automobiles especially is like just such a
I say that and Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck, yeah.
Beat him.
And yeah, it was a lovely, emotional, but heartwarming kind of couple of hours or whatever, and a really enjoyable look at someone very special, I think.
I think
So-
Colin Hanks did a very good job of putting it together as well, because it did flow, and you got
Yeah.
that idea of his life as a whole, from him being young in Canada and stuff, and growing up and he's into football and playing football and stuff, wasn't he? But also then getting into the performing side of things and developing that sort of comedic actor, and then becoming a Hollywood legend. It's told that story very well. And like you said, it had everybody in it who you'd want to see, all of his major co-stars, Steve Martin, etc. They were all in there singing his praises. Johnny Toronto.
It's crazy to think, though. It's like, what's that? Almost 30 years since he died.
I think it is over 30
time.
years. It's crazy. 1994, so 31 years since he died. At the age of 43.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It was terrible at the time, I remember. John Candy's died, and it was like, oh my God, no. Of all people. He's like when Robin Williams died, just someone you just don't want to lose, because everybody, pretty much without exception, loves them. And it's rare when you get someone like that, because usually these kind of famous people and movie stars, you always get someone that, Jim Carrey, some people love him, other people don't like him, whatever. He splits opinion. But now and again, you get people like John Candy that pretty much everybody just adored. It's fantastic. Yeah. So, long overdue. You can see this on Amazon Prime if you want to. That's who made it, so it's going to be on there for anyone to see. There may be other places you can see as well, but I do recommend it. I think it's a fantastic film, documentary. And if you're a fan of the man, absolutely essential viewing. Thumbs up. Thanks very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. The best way to support this channel is by dropping us a like and subscribing. Other ways to support us include Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. This video was sponsored by funkyt-shirts.co.uk. Check out their website for a full range of awesome t-shirt designs. You can find all the links in the description.